possibly getting help. But like I said, I'm right with them. Like, I feel like her fans just want her to get away from the situation as soon as possible. Not only for her, because they're her fans and followers, but because she has a daughter, she has a child involved now.
I have a lot of sympathy and compassion for her because it's easier said than done sometimes.
I have
the
none.
emotions get jumbled.
Absolutely zero.
And worried about it. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on. Yes. At a meeting.
Oh Lord, 50 Cent and Tyler Perry, huh?
And
I don't know how much I'm feeling that.
For 50 Cent because he is opening his own studio in Louisiana. And I'm sure that's part of what they were discussing. Well, we got Tyler Perry out in New York City.
Is he going to start dressing up too?
What it means going forward for the two of them. Could they be working together?
How was it meeting with 50 Cent? I know he came to Tyler Perry studio. So
the first thing he's talking about is putting 50 in a dress. That's the only thing I could imagine. He like, yeah, he don't want to say nothing. He like, listen, 50, he didn't want to wear the dress. Love you guys.
It's a huge deal for the future of black media, black entertainment, you know.
Then possibly buying BET together, right? Yeah, one of the scenarios people have thrown out. And that didn't.
But anyway, back to... Who was it before this? Oh yeah. The girl getting beat up. I don't if is she Bad Bunny or the guy Bad Bunny, I don't know. But I used to get involved. I even got another video which I swore that I wasn't gonna get involved with people's clashes with their intimacies and their relationships, and I did it again earlier this year. But I used to get involved with these things until more than 2 times I've gotten in the midst of people's shit trying to break up fights and had to end up beating up both of them, or them trying to jump me after, you know how it goes. Oh, and this one right here, I'm thinking maybe it was staged.
Well, guess what? There are people on the Democratic side who say these are birds of a feather, and they're not at all shocked they are working together.
I'm thinking that little shooting thing with Trump, I'm thinking that thing might have been staged. I don't know. I could be wrong, but my mother, she claims that they was going to try to assassinate him from, I don't know. She said that ever since he stepped his foot in the office. But back to what I was saying. I don't feel sorry for any of you bitches that choose to stay with a nigga that's whipping your ass. And better yet, all you chicks that leave guys and then go get a girl and then the girl starts whipping your ass, it's like I want to sit back with some jujubes, popcorn, a nice soft drink, and just watch her wail on your ass. Like, it's insane to me. Like, you don't like guys for some reason, but you would rather have a chick balling you up by your collar and telling you what to do, pointing you in this direction and that direction, telling you to shut up and don't talk to this one, don't talk to that one, you gonna eat this pussy, and then go and punch you and beat you upside your fucking head, make you eat some bloody twat and shit. That's what you want. But that's why I don't feel sorry for you. Like, when you choose to be with some fool that's kicking your ass, you need to be with him. Word. Until you can't be with him no more. Whether or not they put you up under their feet or whatever the fuck, above their head, whatever the fuck it is. Like, to me, you deserve that shit. So stay where you're at, people. And for the guys, if you got a chick whipping your ass, stay there. Be happy, motherfucker. Know what I'm saying? Be happy you got some motherfucking body. Be happy somebody seems or acts like they care about you while they whipping your motherfucking ass. And then you want some kind of sympathy.
There's actually, Rolling Stone did an article where they said that, well, they're going to have a Firefest festival in Milwaukee.
So yeah, tonight Trump, they tried to assassinate Trump, supposedly. I don't know if I exactly believe it, because, I mean, You just tried to assassinate somebody that's already on the binge of being the next Al Capone, and now you shooting at him and you're missing. Like, you turning Trump into a superhero. For real. Look at this. He's got fucking Negroes behind him, by his side. All kinds of delegates and actors and entrepreneurs. And you know he's got the best words. He has the best words. He knows all of the best words. That's my dude. But I was with Trump from the beginning, but I like underdogs. And now that he's not the underdog, it's just like I used to like 50 Cent. That was my dude. I still like 50, but once they get out of that underdog position, something happens. You know, things change, get different. So I'm like, and you know, like once everybody's there on the bandwagon, usually that wagon is gonna crash. That's the way I see it, or burn something.
You're talking about right. That. And they're not.
But that's not what they're talking about
Donald
here.
Trump and the moves that he's making. That a lot of
that's
people
not what they're talking about right now. Let's stick to the script.
Until the debate, and 90% of the focus was on Trump.
I just like the fact that Trump represents the North, New York, and he's not a delegate of some kind of confederacy where they all talk like, we're going to do something like everything that you want to do, and we are going to make America great again. Get in line, pick that cotton, boy.
Earlier, CBS News spoke with an ER doctor who was at the Trump rally and witnessed the moment that shots went off.
I was in the stands about 30 feet away from an individual that received a head wound, a headshot. He was on the right. He was on the lower portion of the same stands. I was looking at the graph. What I heard was sound like firecrackers going off. I saw the Secret Service swarm over Donald Trump, and somebody near the location of this individual cried out, he's down, he's hurt, he's been shot.
CBS News Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. John LaPook joins me now. Dr. LaPook, you have been poring over footage and making calls to other medical professionals. Tell us a little bit about your assessment.
Well, of course, we don't have all of the details right now, but former President Trump said that he thought he was hit by a bullet that went through the top part of his right ear. And I can tell you, having been in the emergency room when people with gunshot wounds come in, that the first thing you do is you look everywhere to see if there's some place that was missed. Because when somebody is hit, they may not realize that they were hit. Famously in 1981, President Reagan was hit by a bullet. Initially thought he was okay, but it turned out that one of the bullets ricocheted off of the limousine and entered under his left armpit, and only later on did he start coughing up blood and realize that something was serious. And that's why former President Trump, I'm sure, was taken to a local hospital and he was examined thoroughly. I don't know exactly what happened there, but having been in the emergency room in these types of situations,
you know that's going to be a famous photo.
And even though there was blood on his right ear, you're looking everywhere. You're certainly looking in the head and neck, and it's even possible that he had some imaging done. But I can tell you that in situations when I've been in that kind of a situation, we go from head to toe and just make sure that there's not some place in his body that he doesn't even realize he was hit. So it was good news that the latest report that he was reportedly out of the hospital and heading somewhere else.
And Dr. LaPook, given that the former president said it just whizzed right by him, nicking his ear.
You guys just officially made Donald Trump a fucking superhero.
An inch further.
Yeah, of course it's
this
all
guy is fucking Batman.
Woulda, coulda, and all that. If it just hit his ear, of course there was some blood there we saw. That should have been taken care of pretty easily.
Orange hair.
But of course, obviously, it's very near his head, vital structures, his neck. So the fact that if it just ended up causing damage to his ear, that was certainly a plus.
But if the bullet went through his ear, where did the bullet go?
All right, Dr. John LaPook, thank you.
Nobody else got hit in the crowd?
You have been watching our breaking news coverage on the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, the presumptive Republican.
I could always be wrong.
Right,
I'm never always right.
24/7.
But then again, I am.
6 minutes later.
Shit, I was wrong.
Take a look at what happened.
They said that at least one person was killed.
As we watched in real time,
So I was
Trump
wrong.
quickly ducked behind the podium. Then we heard more shots sound out as Secret Service agents
That's
immediately
fake news
swarmed
too.
the stage and covered the former president. And as he was whisked off of the stage and then later into his motorcade, there was evidence of blood coming from Trump's ear. We also could hear there the screams coming from some of his supporters. We also heard somebody from the security detail say that the shooter was shot. And in just a moment, you will see as the former president tried to reassure his supporters that he was okay by raising a fist
Oh,
in
so
the
maybe
air
it was the shooter that died.
as he was whisked off of that stage and into his waiting motorcade. CBS News congressional correspondent Scott McFarland, tell us what you heard and what you saw there on the scene.
You hear correctly. Helicopters have been circling us for hours. One of them is about to land right next to me. This is a monumental and unprecedented failure, a traumatic and horrifying experience for thousands of Americans. 5 minutes in,
Take a look at what happened.
He had just pointed up at a screen
I
to
wouldn't
show
call that a failure.
immigration numbers. He had made some of the arguments we've heard him make before about why he believes he should be the next president. And all of a sudden, this series of bangs emanated. Some of us conflated with firecrackers or fireworks, but quickly realized was something much more sinister and dangerous. Can't get out of my mind the image of people just colliding with each other as they ran for cover or tried to get on the ground. Those of us who were
I don't see nobody running and colliding except for the FBI agents.
It only took about 5 minutes for Secret Service to get everybody on site.
Ain't nobody scared. They're recording, standing up.
Barricade. They wanted us off site so they could initiate what is going to be one of the larger and more important investigations in criminal history. It was a horrific moment, and I speak, I think, on behalf of many people who were here in the middle of this today.
Well, that just clears up all of the animosity everybody holds for him.
Still. And though some of the Trump rally goers, some, a minority, turned on us, cursed at us, gestured at us, blamed us for what had just happened, there were some who had been heckling us earlier in the day, as often happens at these rallies, who came to check on our well-being at the end too. A unique experience, but also one that is just inexcusable at an event where every one of us on site was wanted and went through a metal detector, where we could see, clear as day, car dealership and office buildings and the roofs.
Scott, it is